He is probably sleeping as he should be. That's quite alright. Crooked Orchids in the chat as well. What is going on, Crooked Orchids? She says, same for me any day of the week. I have been mining wood like a pro. Getting some extra sleep in. That's never a bad thing. That's okay. Meech in there as well. Third. She says third is the best I've done in months. Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out. Hope you're having a good day too. Those pictures from the soccer game were so cool. I finally got, if you have been wondering, like, if you know me in real life and you haven't heard from me in a week, it's because my phone broke. So, it's been really fun trying to keep in touch with the world. But we are back now, and so I just, like, I got everything all downloaded, have to get it all set up. But yeah, so I was going back through everything, and, man, those pictures are so cool. So I'm sure you're going to a couple other of those games. Am I right? That's pretty neat. I wish they had some around where I live. I would definitely go. Although, who knows? I feel like from the videos we watched, the watch parties seem like the spot to be. Like, it's just seemed like such a cool vibe. Becky says, hey, Meech, you even beat Nance. I know. I don't know if he'll be here. We'll see. Nugget Man in the chat. Yo, what is going on, my dude? Hope you're doing well. Yo, but we got Black Magic in the chat as well. Hope you had a good week, sir. YouTube is doing this thing where it translates chats that it thinks are in a different language, and so it just turns yo to oo, and it turns yo to o in other cases. It's translating all kind of stuff here. I gotta learn the new interface. Nugget Man says Nancy is being negative. Dude, I was listening to the show. I was listening to the replay of the podcast, and I heard Rover started the show with an email from Negative Nancy. I thought that was great. And, you know, he brings up some good points. Seems like it struck a chord. He even made it into the show description. It was the main, like, the first thing on there, which is sweet, you know? Immortalize him in RMG fandom. Nugget Man says, I can't hear. Oh, okay. Because of where you are. I got you. KO says, the watch parties seem like it's the fun I would like to afford. You know, and a lot of them were free. A lot of the ones we were looking at were free, so that's pretty cool. Too much Wi-Fi during FIFA. Yeah. Too much Wi-Fi signal, Nugget Man says. Hey, that happens. I don't know. I'm no tech guru. Please give me 15 comments telling me how to say guru correctly. Nugget says, why do I hear Drew in my car? I don't know. That would be cool if I could, like, just take over Bluetooth. I don't know. That sounds illegal. Eric Free says, I can hear. I won't stay on for long. I just got off work, and I have to make a 2-hour drive home. Dude. 2 hours home. Be careful, man. Yeah, man, that is a hike. That is a hike. I hope that the job was worth the drive, because that is a heck of a commute home, especially this time on a Friday, 8 p.m. You won't be home till 10. All the everything's going to be closed. You better stop for dinner right now, okay? Get some food before you go. Get you some caffeine so you can stay awake. You know, this is a late time to be starting to drive, my man. But thank you for being here. I'm glad you're doing well. Hummingbird Kisses in the chat. She says, hello, everyone. Sorry, I'm trying to... This translate thing is throwing me off. I hope you also had a good week, Hummingbird, and everything is going great out there, out west. Not too hot yet, hopefully. Eric says, I'll probably actually leave this playing while I'm driving home, so you'll be playing in my car. I love my job, and I just got food. Okay, good. That's awesome, man. It's good that you love your job. That is a hard thing to find in this life. You know, I love my work too, and I feel lucky to get to do something that I really like. So, yeah, that is awesome. It doesn't, like they say, it doesn't feel like work, right? But it does when you get off at 8 p.m. and you have a 2-hour drive home. Connor Fry's in the chat. What's going on, Connor? We got a new chatter. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Hope you had a good week as well. Nugget Man says, I like good food. You know, this topic really struck a chord with me because I used to be a restaurant manager in my younger days, and man, the way some of these business owners are handling bad reviews here is crazy to me. KO says, what's up, Fries? Connor Fries. That's a good name. I like that. Are you like... See, if you're like a fry cook at a restaurant or something, that's like the perfect nickname. Or maybe that's just his last name and I'm a jerk. Well, either way, welcome. Thank you for being here. Oh, he says, not much, just watching TV. KO says, hit that like button, bacon strips. We can get the button working today. There we go. All right. Got it. We got it. Bear with me for a second, Connor. I'm still getting everything set up. So, where I want to start with this. Our friend Charlie, Internet Jesus, has found a story that he calls the angriest ice cream shop owner ever. And
a man in Alabama wanted some ice cream, so he stopped by a spot called the Local Scoop. He had...
Okay, so this story has been going absolutely wild. And Connor says, it is my last name, but I have been a cook before. Okay, so I am a dick, and I was right. Okay, sorry about that. I didn't mean to make fun of your name. I don't know. Internet Jesus. Yes, that's right, Kale. So he found this story, and I absolutely love hearing Charlie tell a story. So we'll just let him take it away. And basically what we're dealing with here is a man had ice cream that he didn't like, and he left a bad review. And the ice cream shop owner, she took that personally. So here's Charlie to explain.
A man in Alabama wanted some ice cream, so he stopped by a spot called the Local Scoop. He had a less than positive experience, so he ended up leaving a negative review. And from that moment forward, he was hunted like Frodo Baggins. That was the biggest mistake of his life, because the owner, ruthless. She used the latest and greatest in NSA technology to track him down and unmask him, revealing his identity.
What kind of ice cream shop is this?
And months later, noticed him at a stoplight and flagged him down. so that way she could give him a piece of her mind about that review that he left months prior. It is a wacky video that escalates to an absurd degree that actually ends up with her and her husband getting arrested. All because one guy had the gall to leave a not great review about his experience with their ice cream shop.
Wake up every day and you choose to be a little bit. We know where you live. I've spoke with your mom. I've got your phone number. Somebody that you messaged on Facebook dating gave me that. That one's not going to go anywhere for you.
Going to do about it?
Hold on. Whoa. Coming in really hot here. KO says, Slamabama. Yeah, you got to watch out, dude. People in Alabama, they do not play. And she is serious about her ice cream, okay? She paid $42,000. Like, you post on underneath someone's restaurant or something like that, and that's your name next to it. So, I guess they could look you up, find where you are in the city. I don't know why they would do that. It's just, it's weird. KO says, no, you're lagging. It says connection excellent. I don't know. I got a notification, so maybe it's server side. I'm doing good over here. I broke the internet. I've completely broken it. Okay. But yeah, so this is like a masterclass in how not to handle a bad review as a business owner. So she is so invested in this. She found someone who talked to this guy on Facebook dating, which I didn't know was a thing before this video. And KO says, oh my god, people are feral. Also, I don't ever leave reviews. I have left a few reviews before. And I don't feel like we should be in fear of leaving reviews. Nugget Man says, do not FAFO in Bama. Yeah, exactly. This woman does not play. Ice cream is life and death for her. And I get that it is when it's your business, but tracking down a woman who saw this guy on Facebook dating, number one, how did she actually do that? How do you even do that? I don't know what Facebook dating is or how it works. But I cannot see. Maybe she's like taking his picture and like putting it through a search of some kind. I have no idea. So she found his mom somehow, talked to his mom. What? You're gonna walk up to someone you don't know and immediately invoke their mother? This is not gonna be good. This is not gonna be good.
Messaged on Facebook dating gave me that. That one's not going to go anywhere for you.
Mom going to do about it?
She's not going to do anything, but she gave me your biological government name, so now I can press charges on you.
For what?
You got the biological government name, so now she can press charges. I also would press charges in the biological government if I was the guy. I don't see what he has done wrong in this situation, but maybe we need to let her explain.
Immediately, a lot to unpack here. So she says that she got his phone number from someone he communicated with through Facebook dating, and then
which is
also
insane. Like that, just right there. I want to know. I have 50
which is
questions.
A very interesting strategy.
About
I guess
Facebook dating.
She thought, by getting mommy involved, she'd go and ground him for giving his opinion on her ice creams.
Exactly. Like reaching out to mom is such a weird. That's such a weird move on her part. Like if the guy leaving the review was very young, maybe you would do that. But even still, that's strange. That is a stranger. What are you doing? KO says, why is the mama snitching? Governance on the governments. I thought the same thing. How are you going to call? Lord have mercy. If this woman called my mother, she wouldn't even answer the phone. I'd be like, what do you?
But like all the effort she's gone through to like dox this guy, like holy shit, man,
track him down.
I tell you what, if this whole ice cream shop thing doesn't work out, and it doesn't seem like it's working out,
this guy.
She could have another career as like a private investigator or something. She really goes the distance. But yeah, she used Mama here as a way of getting his full legal name, which I feel like she already had if she was able to find his mom. I feel like that was another extra step that she didn't need to take.
Yes.
She's just basically...
Yeah, involving family at all escalates it to a different level. Invoking family when you're... KO says, Drew, I'm calling your mama. Oh my gosh. It would be funny if my mom ever found this. I don't know if she watches YouTube. KO says Facebook is wild, I guess. Yeah, oh, it definitely is. We know it's a wild place to get food because we watched those videos, and I was equally blown away by the number of people who are cooking on Facebook and buying food on Facebook. It really is the everything app. Facebook dating sounds like not the best idea, Nugget Man says. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. I don't know why. I don't know. It just seems rife with scamming. Like, there's definitely any date that you set up on Facebook is 90% guaranteed to be a scam. I'm just being facetious, Zuckerberg. You don't have to sue
getting
me.
everything she can about this guy. Probably got his SAT scores from high school as well. And now she's threatening to, like, press charges.
Oh, yeah. I'd be on the phone with the police immediately. Nugget says, if Drew was able to interview any of these talkers, I have not tried that, but some of the people, some of the people's stories that we talk to, I mean, they have like 100 subscribers, just like me. I could reach out, I guess. I don't know. I've never done that. But we could try. It's not too late to try. Okay, so here we go.
What is the charge? Not enjoying a meal, an unsucculent ice cream meal.
Oh my
this
gosh.
is insanity manifest. What the fuck is she yapping about?
This
what?
is democracy manifest. If you don't get that reference, oh my gosh, there's a video you need to watch of a guy getting arrested in a Chinese restaurant.
I'm so curious what crime she thought he committed by leaving a negative review. You're not allowed
This
to
is
express
what I
mean
need to
words
know.
about my ice cream shop. You're going to Slammer Buster. Lock him away.
KO
and
says,
flush the key
"You
down the
should. I'll
shitter.
do
We
the
got a
work."
menace
Oh,
on the loose. Did you
okay.
see he hurt my feelings with this negative review? Why aren't you arresting him, officer? Take him away in cuffs. Like, this is some fucking wackiness. Like,
Yes.
this is bonkers behavior
Absolutely
here.
is.
She's off her gourd.
Anyways,
picture that's not
listen to me.
in famous
That's where you
head.
should be back at. That's where you belong. Maybe they would run your ass in the ground there because
No,
that's
I
all
don't
you're
work
good for.
there. I
You're
work-
useless. You're literally, you live in a camper and you DoorDash.
I'm sure
You're
do, but
garbage.
I'm proud of it 'cause
okay. Like, as if it wasn't bad enough that she stalked this man, harassed his family, tracked him down, figured out where he lives and what he does for a living, and now you're gonna trash him? On the social media, on the TikTok, right in front of my TikTok.
I own my
You're
camper.
garbage. You're just nothing. You're nobody. Here's the thing. You're going to
Everything
keep on.
I said on that post was
This is
exactly right.
No, it's
okay?
not.
Hey,
I'm sorry
but
that
he's
you
not
don't-
having none of it. I love it.
$42,000 in 2 months. I don't give a fuck if you're proud of me. I'd sooner you not be.
I fail to see how you making $42,000 in 2 months is in any way related to his negative review.
Okay.
Just because you've made a lot of
Okay, so she's made $42,000 in 2 months. That's what the $42,000 was about.
money doesn't mean that you've debunked his negative review. Doesn't, like, invalidate his experience with it. This is just her trying to flex and dunk on him. She keeps trying to say, like, you're nothing, you're nobody, you're trash, this and that. Yet, she has spent hours upon hours, over the course of a few months, mind you, since this review, finding out everything she can
Which
about
is
this guy,
the
like it's
scariest
fucking
part
Jason
of this
Bourne or
whole thing.
something.
Yeah.
And now, she is
Jason Bourne.
red in the face, steaming, just vomiting all this drivel to him. The person that she says doesn't matter at all, by the way.
Do you think I just woke up one morning and opened an ice cream shop?
So you
or do you think I did my homework before I opened an ice cream shop?
So you
Which one do you think it is? Answer the question.
My job.
What I'm telling you is the local scoop is
She is so aggressive for a sweet little lady owning an ice cream shop.
none of your concern.
It is my concern.
No, it's absolutely
because
none
I'm
of
a
your
citizen
concern.
of the United States
You're
of
not
America.
shit on any,
I have
like,
every
nothing,
right
okay?
to say what I'm going to
Do
say.
not continue
I
to
will say
make posts
whatever
about.
I want, okay?
You will pay the price.
No, you won't.
Damn, this ice cream
Ooh,
shop
man.
is serious business
He's gonna
here.
pay
She
the
rules
price,
that with
you
an
guys.
iron fist, and she's bringing the hammer down. Don't you ever come back to the local scoop. It's none of your business. You are not.
Yeah, you're gonna pay the price is definitely a threat. That's another crime. Still don't see where the man has committed a crime yet, but maybe we don't have all the info. KO says I can't with insane people. I love watching it. But yeah, I would not want to be part of this
Welcome to
interaction.
local scoop. That's a salty spittoon. Go back to Weenie Hut Junior ice cream shops, all right, pal?
Yeah.
All right, Buster.
no more,
or else
no more
you'll
local
pay the
scoop
price.
for you.
This is craziness, man. All just because he left
What's
a
the
negative
price
review,
exactly?
which he is allowed to do. He's
in the ice
100%
cream
right.
mafia?
He can do that. He ate there, gave it a try, didn't like it.
Yeah.
It's not a crime. Nothing wrong with that.
No, I won't. You will. You will absolutely pay the price. Why are you shaking? You should be shaking.
No.
That's a good thing for
No,
you to
I'm
do.
not shaking.
Do not continue
Ma'am, you're not
to
gonna do
involve
anything.
yourself.
She's now we get to see her face fine. She looks very aggressive. Like that's a scary face. But it's just like she is really just cutting deep with this stuff. Man, I don't
in
know.
my business, I will
Ma'am.
absolutely
No,
do
you
something.
won't,
Oh, but I
ma'am.
will though. That's
No,
the thing.
you
I
won't.
absolutely will do something. Don't
You,
actually.
ma'am, are a
I am mad
child.
because I have busted my ass at something, and
I
you
don't
think
give
you're
a
going to
damn.
run it into the ground.
You
Oh,
are
see,
the
bro.
only person that has ever flagged me down.
Right, you know what
to
that
come.
Now, in his defense, I don't know if he ran the business into the ground because she's making $42,000 a month, first of all, or 2 months, first of all, which is an insane amount. If that's the profit you're making at an ice cream shop, great job. But this is not the way to keep it.
Tell you,
Get on to me.
I have a spine.
No,
I busted my ass to
obviously,
build that business.
you have
and
some
you are not
mental
gonna-
issues
No.
that would cause you to get mad that I left a review on your restaurant.
Because it's not
But here's
funny.
the problem,
The
ma'am.
fact of the matter is, I'm
Honestly,
telling you as
can't-
plain as I know how to tell you.
He left
You
a
can't.
review on her restaurant, and she's making it.
You can't engage with these people. You like every time you think of a rebuttal and you're like, "Oh, well, I have a new piece of logic that is going to break this person's brain." No, it's not. They don't care. You just once you realize what you're dealing with, you need to just get out of the interaction because there's going to be no convincing them. Becky says, "This is why sometimes you keep your opinion to yourself." You know, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, man, I don't know if I would want to leave restaurant reviews if this is what restaurant owners are doing. Nugget Man says, "This is an American problem." 100%. Yeah, this is not happening in other countries. I couldn't even find examples of it happening in other countries. But I think he has another clip of this lady. It's really funny. Hold on.
You to mess with my business, you will live to regret it.
Okay, and I'm going to call the police and tell them you just threatened
To
me.
call them. You nobody would ever fuck you. You probably still have your virginity.
Okay. What? Oh man. We're back in the schoolyard. But she is threatening him. For sure threatening him. And I don't know why. I don't
Like,
get it.
that's
Like
cool.
what
That's
was
what you
so
think.
bad
I mean,
about his
who would
Who would
review?
sleep with
But here's
you?
the problem, man.
It's getting really
Oh,
desperate
come on.
now from her side here. Now she's bringing out League of Legends insults here. You're still a virgin, by the way. I bet. Yeah. How about you take?
Yeah, exactly.
And how about
Slammed
that? You
her.
gonna take that review back now? Thoughts? Virgin?
You can say I was trying to hide and everything. but
You
I
are.
wasn't trying
You're
to
a
hide.
bitch. Yes, you were.
I
If you weren't
wasn't.
trying to hide, you would put Daniel Smith on your Facebook page, but you're a bitch and you
Have
don't
you never heard of
Oh
a screen?
my.
Have you never heard
She's
of a
doxing
nickname?
the
This ain't
guy
AOL,
now.
boo.
Oh
This
man.
ain't AOL.
But you can still put a screen name. That's your kid's not.
Oh fuck it.
Christina Lynn in the chat. What is going on, Christina? Happy Friday to you. Welcome. She says, oh my, I'm late to the party, but hey, what is going on? We are talking about business owners who could not handle a negative review to their business. And Charlie has found potentially the angriest ice cream shop owner of all time. I love watching this stuff. I just can't get enough of these crazy people. I love it.
Salty that you didn't have a good time with their ice cream shop in this case.
Play video games, do they not have you?
What you gotta say to me? One of you goddamn mouth about me, motherfucker.
Player 2 has plugged in the controller. Here we go.
I'm trying to remember.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck, here comes Paul Blart rolling in deep now, smuggling beach balls under his camouflage hoodie. So now
It really does look like a beach ball. Like I don't know. Like, seeing that dude get out of the truck made me think for a second this might not be real.
we've got Goober number 2 that scoots in sideways, and he enters into the Thunderdome here, blood pressure through the fucking roof, looking like he's about to pop every blood vessel in his face. And he's mad now about the review. I guess maybe he mentioned the
husband had
there.
to
Like,
step in.
Even the guy that's getting attacked here who left the review is like, I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't know what I said about you, if I did say anything about you in the first place.
What did he say?
Who's a pussy now,
I'm
Daniel?
trying to remember.
What'd you say about
now?
I'm trying to
Who's
remember.
a pussy
Remind
now?
me. I said,
Who's a pussy now, Daniel? Because you're the one back.
This man left a review about ice cream like 2 months ago, and now this man and woman are in his face yelling at him about it. I would have been on the phone with police like a long time ago. This is going really far here.
Am I daddy or daddy? Remember that?
Call him daddy.
What?
I
Call
can't
him
hear you when
daddy.
she's talking.
What? Pardon? Call him daddy? It's getting
said,
so
"What?"
weird and it's just so off the rails. She's all over the place. I can't tell if she's aroused or angry anymore. Now it's getting sexual.
Nugget Man says stop banning beach balls. Yeah, he is smuggling a beach ball for
Out of
certain.
nowhere, this
That
guy rolls
cannot
up
be
and
a
now
real
all of a sudden,
belly.
I don't know
There's
if they're
no way.
fighting or fucking. What's about to happen here? It's confusing. So many mixed signals coming from their camp now.
Yeah.
Very
yeah,
odd.
I would say
Very
so.
odd indeed. All over a bad review for their ice cream shop, by the way. Also, to state the obvious, I think this guy backing up and being afraid is totally understandable. This is a very peculiar situation to be in.
And now the man wants
really
him to call
like
him
in a
dad.
state of psychosis at this point. They
It's-
might be armed or something.
seems
They
like
have
it's
tracked him
dangerous
down months
now.
later, all because of his bad review. And now
We're considered a hazardous building.
It would be a hazardous building anywhere where this couple is in charge.
it's 2v1 here. Like, it is something to be fearful of. They don't know if they have a gun or a knife that they might just use, all because he just expressed having a bad time at their ice cream shop. So I get why he would be, like, backing up. That makes sense.
Call him daddy.
I can't hear you.
Nugget Man says forget about it. Yeah, he really does try and have that like kind of machismo about him. Black Magic says, who says you can't be aroused and angry?
Call him daddy.
Huh?
Call him daddy.
That's the podcast on
Call
on the
him
show.
daddy.
Call him daddy. You asked if I called him
I
both
was
daddy.
fucking with you. And you just started fucking with me.
Have a great day. Have a
Okay, hold on. Were we hold on. He said it's a podcast. Did he bring up the Call Her Daddy podcast to these people and they thought that he was okay. All right. This interaction is just I'm trying to see what this man's hat says. That's interesting me at this moment. But
Daddy.
That's the podcast on a show.
Call him daddy.
call him daddy. Oh my gosh. This lady, this is like the last voice you hear in a scary movie when the killer comes to get you.
You asked if I called him
I
both
was
daddy.
fucking with you. And you started fucking with
Have
me.
a great day. Have a great
What does it say? I'm something my tab. I've already paid my tab. I don't know.
That's the podcast on a show.
Call him daddy. You asked if I called him
I
both
was
daddy.
fucking with you.
And
You just started fucking.
Oh, it says put it on my tab. Okay. Cool guy.
Have a great day. Have a great day.
Huh?
Have a great
Why are
day.
you walking away?
Why
Put
you
it on my
walking away?
wife's
You don't wanna
tab.
talk now?
Okay.
Here's the
You want
thing.
to talk all that fucking shit?
I'm trying to, but y'all won't let me.
Whoa. Now they're gonna actually threaten him. I mean, as everything that they've done so far is definitely a crime, and they've threatened him multiple times. But here, this is kind of escalating now.
You started fucking with me.
Have a great day. Have a great day.
Huh?
Have a
See,
great
he
day.
says have a
Why
great
you
day,
walking
trying to
away? You
leave.
wanna talk now?
Here's the
You want
thing.
to talk all that fucking shit?
I'm trying to, but y'all won't let me say one word. Y'all, here's the thing.
That is true. They would not let him say one word. KO says, have you seen the Ice Cream Man movie? It's a great watch. I have not. But I haven't seen most movies, so that doesn't mean anything.
Why did you talk shit about me?
Can you let me
Why
explain?
the fuck?
Can you let me
If the
explain?
paragraph this paid out, she paid out the debt to the store,
Why you
paid
on
out
your
the
phone?
debt to the credit card.
You just touched me. I'm
Call him. 582.
That's where the record.
This is like the worst. These are the worst kind of people, really. I cannot imagine going to a business and these are the ones you have to deal with when you have a problem. Wow. Yeah, KO says, okay, everything has been a crime. Yeah, I agree. CB in the chat, what's up, CB? Happy Friday to you. Hope you had a good week. She says, hey, Drew, hope you had a great week. I did. I did have a good week. I finally got a replacement cell phone, so my life is coming back to normal. Nugget Man says, don't threaten me with a good time.
Recording ends. That's the end of the Cloverfield footage that we get.
Yeah.
Wow. Pretty fascinating stuff, I gotta tell you. Local Scoop doesn't really seem like a overly great environment to go get yourself a nice little
I agree, Charlie. I do. I agree. And he's got a couple of clips here where it did make it on the news. So, hold on a second. So we can see Daniel and kind of hear his perspective since they didn't let him talk the entire time, even though he's filming the video. Nugget Man says, why wake up and go to work if this is it? You know what? Can you imagine working for these two? Oh my lord. Oh, I cannot. Like, the conflict resolution skills here are really on display. Here's a story from Fox 10 in the area.
Ever worry about the local.
Bay Minette is the town. So this is a local news covering the
It would be in your best interest not to.
Mallory and Ryan Goldman, owners of the local.
We love a good mugshot, don't we? Look at those mugshots. I mean, they just. Why do they look? What happened? What did they pick them up from the gym? Like, what is? Okay,
Scoop ice
whatever.
cream shop
Let's-
were arrested
let's hear it.
Thursday night and charged with misdemeanor harassment and criminal mischief. The charges stem from a June 7th encounter with Daniel Smith, a customer who left a one-star Google review of the business on its grand opening.
Okay,
in
there's
March.
Daniel
Didn't think
Smith.
nothing of it until I was reminded 3 months later.
Smith says he was working as a food delivery driver when Mallory Goldman recognized him at a stoplight and asked to speak with him about the review. He agreed.
Can you imagine? Not only are you so dedicated to ruining this man's life for daring to not like your ice cream, but you have looked at this man's photos so much that driving down the street, you saw him in his car and recognized his face. That's crazy to me. Like, you know, when you're out and you see someone who is, let's say, like a cashier at the grocery store you go to, but you see him at the mall. So you're like, I know this person's face. I know who they are. but I'm not in the place where I know them from, so it's harder to figure out. I don't know how. I mean, this has to be the only bad review she's ever received. That's the only explanation.
At a McDonald's parking lot after finishing a delivery stop, but says the conversation quickly turned hostile.
Literally, you live in a camper and you DoorDash. You're garbage.
I just... Making fun of his house is horrible. Christina says, not the mug shots. I know, they're so good. They're so good. KO says, oh my god, I can't. Did we see the review after all this? What was such a bad review? You know, they didn't show the review, but now I want to look it up. Yes, what made this deserves this amount of energy? I agree.
Arriving at the scene and joining the heated exchange.
Okay.
I'm going to leave this property.
Can you imagine this?
But I'm telling you right now.
I think the husband needs to go to the hospital. Like, that belly can't be real. I'm mystified by that belly.
Says he started recording and claims Goldman then knocked the phone from his hand and stomped on it. The video
not the
fast,
phone,
drawing hundreds of thousands of views on Facebook.
Tragedy.
The fallout has extended beyond social media.
Should have had.
I was just reached out to by the brand that supplies the ice cream for the ice cream shop, and they just told me that they're no longer going to do business with them.
Despite the attention the incident has received, Smith says he's ready to move forward.
I said some stuff in that video that I'm not proud of, and I could have handled it better, and, you know, I'm just going to learn from this and, you know, move on.
I mean, honestly, really big of you to even give them that amount of grace, because when you're confronted in a parking lot by these two crazy people, I would be in fear as well. So, like, whatever you say in that situation, I don't really fault the guy.
Fox 10 reached out to Mallory and
again, the insults were really coming from their side the entire time.
And Goldman for comment, but did not receive a response before airtime. Jail records show the Goldmans were arrested Thursday, June 11th, and released from Baldwin County Jail the following day, Friday. Jail records do not show that a court date has been set.
Man,
the business's
so
Google page
red.
shows the local scoop is still
Is
open.
that just the photos? Like,
worry about the local scoop.
It's got to be like something with the lighting or where the mug shots get taken. They're just very red. That was good.
Again, okay?
I can do.
Now, I don't want to see someone's business close because of anything. But I mean, if this is how you're gonna handle bad reviews, you're not long for this world. I have a feeling. But yeah, you know what? They might have pulled them down, but I will try and find the local scoop Google reviews in Bay Minette. I don't even know where that is, but Alabama. Yeah. So then it made me wonder, is this an anomaly, or are restaurant owners tracking people down on a regular basis? And I found that the latter is true. This lady says a restaurant owner called her after tracking her down through her Yelp profile. People are still Yelping in 2026. Okay, let's hear it.
The owner of the restaurant just called me.
I love the incredulous face. You already know you're gonna get a good story from this lady.
And he was kind of an ass.
Okay.
He said, "Oh, I see you posted a negative review on Yelp." First of all, I don't even know how this guy got my number. But
right.
I said, yeah,
that's the
I
scary
did,
part.
Because it was really crappy. I got 2 slabs of meat, nothing else. And he said, and then I see that you had all your friends write negative reviews. I said, what are you talking about? He said, right after yours, there's 17 more negative reviews. They came in right after yours.
17?
I have no idea.
She's
I don't
the
know.
meat slab crusader.
People just jumping on the bandwagon, but he was trying to blame me for all these other negative reviews. And I'm thinking, dude, coming in hot with accusations is
Yeah.
not the way to
Right.
make this situation better, if that is in fact your goal.
Yeah, I agree, because it's like, if you are going to have a business, you're gonna get bad reviews eventually, and you need to be able to handle them professionally. You know, this is not good. This is not. I mean, tracking someone down through their Yelp profile is wild. Over a couple slabs of meat, as she called it. I don't know what type. Maybe as a butcher or something. I don't know. But don't mess with her slabs. Nugget Man says there will always be someone to complain publicly. Exactly. You're not going to please everyone. You know, eventually someone's going to come that doesn't like your ice cream, and it's fine. It's okay. Because the rest of the public, we realize that, number one, people who write reviews are naturally going to be majority negative, because most people are only motivated to write a review when they have something bad to say. Not true about everybody, but, you know, it's... I don't know. I feel like when people look at a business's reviews, they're taking it with a grain of salt, unless there's a trend where every single person is saying a similar thing. KO says slab queries queen. Exactly. There is always someone. And there's nothing you can do to make your business perfect so that no one will ever have a bad experience. This guy, though, he is a restaurant owner, and he has some advice for restaurant owners on how to respond to bad reviews. Nugget Man says, I'm sorry your slab took too much time, but we wanted you to have the best slab. Yeah, you know, that's the best way to handle it. You know, maybe offer him a refund or a free coupon or something. It's really not that difficult. But here's a restaurant owner who coaches other restaurant owners saying how he deals with a bad review.
Pop quiz, hotshot. You just got a review.
This is Mikey
and it's categorical
Bosch
garbage. It's filled with lies.
TikTok.
It's attack driven. It ain't true. And you know it's legitimate. Like, this person is a real person. It's not a bot. But you know that you didn't do that. And you know that they're being unfair. What do you say? Do you
I wouldn't
publicly
have that
defend
attitude
yourself?
about a bad
Do you
review.
crap on them in response? Or do you thank them? Thank them? That's dumb, right? It's not. Because you aren't talking to this person. You're talking to everyone else. You're saying, hey, you can't faze me. Hear them out. Hey, I acknowledge that something went wrong there. Because probably something did go wrong. A bunch of other BS, but then probably something that legitimately did go wrong.
Yes.
Offer a solution. Hey, if you don't love it, I don't want you to pay. I'm going to refund.
And even if you don't think anything went wrong, the customer does. So you telling them that they're wrong isn't going to make them immediately join your side and be like, oh, you know what? I was wrong. No. They're just going to leave, and they're going to think that you're a bad listener, or that you wrote off their concerns, or you didn't care about them.
I want you to take care of this. Solve the problem. If they acknowledge that something was wrong, and you could say, yep, that part's correct, solve that thing. And does that mean that you need to go line by line to address everything they said? You don't. And
Yes,
then
that's
thank
great
them.
advice.
Invite them back. No excuses. Don't take it personal.
Yes.
Be an adult.
Yep.
Because that's the way corporate people deal with it, because they're not living
Yep.
off this. And I get this. This is your baby. This is everything your life has been leading up to, and it failed. Or it feels like it failed, or this person's lying about it. You want them to know that that's bullcrap. That's a personal attack. You can't win at this game. It's quicksand. What you can do is take the higher ground and tell everyone else, hey, this person is an anomaly, and I'm not going to respond to it. But what I am going to do is respond with kindness, and therefore we win. When you do that, again, you win, they lose, and you have the high ground, and that's how we defeat Anakin. Star Wars.
But he did address it, and that's the important thing, is that some businesses, as you're looking at their reviews, you notice that they only respond to positive reviews, and if anyone leaves a bad review, they just ignore it. I think that's bad, because in any business, you're always going to have customer complaints. You're always going to have the chance for something to go wrong. And as a customer, you don't expect things to always go 100% right all the time. But if something does go wrong, it's all about how the business addresses it, how they handle the complaint, how they handle the issue. Do they track you down while you're working DoorDash and pull you over in a parking lot to yell at you with their beach ball husband? Or do they hit reply on Yelp and say, "Thank you for trying our business. Please give us a call. I'd love to help you out and give you a refund." Done. Very easy. But this, not all of the business owners have that same, level of professionalism. But yeah, this guy here, he says you need to address all bad reviews.
A lot of you takeaway owners leave bad reviews going unanswered.
This is
a
restaurant
bigger
rise.
problem than you think. You need to think in the eyes of a customer. When bad reviews are going unanswered, that tells customers that you are not serious.
We're going viral.
And you don't care about what they think. If a customer who sees your restaurant likes the look of it, but then checks the reviews and sees that you don't respond to the bad reviews, how do you think they are going to feel? That will put a lot of
They are going to
customers
feel
off from even
like
spending
their
money at your
bad
restaurant.
review is going to be
This is
ignored.
why I can respond to as many reviews as I possibly can within minutes, because I built a system that fixes this problem. Hit that follow button for more tips.
Yeah, link in bio, I'm sure. But that's great advice. Nugget Man says, a mistake is just your next opportunity. That's a great way to phrase it, because that's exactly what it is. If a person comes into your restaurant and has a great experience, they might remember it. They might even write a review and be like, "Hey, that thing was really good." But if they come in and something happens and you go out of your way as the business owner to make things right, not only are they going to continue coming back, but they're going to tell other people, "I went in and this went wrong and this is how they fixed it." And that's how you really get regular customers and real word of mouth grassroots marketing actually works, is by just handling things. KO says, having too many apps for restaurants, having Uber, DoorDash, Chow Now. I have never even heard of Chow Now. There's so much out of our hands. The guy didn't bring the 2 bags. Oh, yeah. See, that's another thing, too, is with all of this. We should just go back to the way it used to be, where the delivery person worked at the restaurant and got paid a normal wage. And then we don't have to do all this stuff. Sonny filed lots of complaints for the night crews and their day shift orders. Oh, no. See, that's not right either. You should be able to respond and defend yourself in these. But like the guy was saying, I don't think we need to go through line by line and argue with people. But this guy, he had a little bit different experience, kind of similar to our friend Daniel there.
I left a negative Google review for this restaurant, and now the owner wants to fight me this Friday. And how do I know that? Well, he sent me a Google Calendar invite for this Friday called Parking Lot Beatdown Session. In the description of the event, parking lot, food will be...
It's a Google invite, you guys. Parking lot, food will be served, knuckle sand witches. So they are witches that live on the beach.
He served knuckle sandwiches. How do you work at a restaurant and misspell the word sandwiches?
Yeah.
So this weekend, my friend and I want to try new places to eat. So we find this place on Google, all right? 4.3 stars, 7 reviews. We get there, place smells like shit, all right? But we're like, sorry, one of those places where they focus only on food and nothing else. So we're like, okay, bet. So we order and we get our food, and I'm telling you right now, it was unedible. Tastes like shit. You could not.
I'm gonna disagree. If you walk into a place and it smells bad because they don't clean, it's not because they're so busy caring so much about the food that they don't have time to clean. the food is never going to be good or taste good at a restaurant that's dirty. So if it smells bad, just leave. KO says, I mean, they only come and eat during the day shift now. See, yes, the calendar invite. I know, dude, it's crazy. Absolutely nuts.
Not eat it. I wouldn't even feed this shit to my ex. But me and my friend, we're not confrontational people, right? So we just asked him later, can we get our check? And he's like, oh, you guys didn't touch your food. Is everything all right? And we're like, yeah, you know, it seems like we weren't that hungry. He knew we were lying. So he goes in the back, and next thing you know, 10 seconds later, this 6'8", 350-pound NFL linebacker comes out and comes up to us. He's like, oh, you guys didn't like the food I cooked. And then me and my friend were like, you know, it was good. It just didn't mesh well with our taste buds. This dude.
Okay. So he sent a kitchen employee out to intimidate the table into liking the food. I don't know if that's going to work.
It goes into a 2-minute long Dr. Doofenshmirtz background story on how he had a vision to open up this restaurant when he was in jail. He finally got out and opened it up 3 months ago, and no one's complained since.
Was it Wes Watson?
And he started talking about how it wasn't his cooking. Maybe our taste buds just weren't enriched enough and cultured enough to appreciate good food. At that point, he's not disrespecting me. He's disrespecting my mom.
I mean, that's... What a polite way to tell someone that you hate their food. My taste buds just didn't agree with it.
Because these taste buds were cultivated by my beautiful mother's cooking.
My mother.
You can't say that to me. And the fact that no one's complained in the past 3 months was probably the fact that you look like Black Thanos. One snap and they're gone to the shadow realm.
Oh no.
So next thing you know, me and this guy are going back and forth for the next 2 minutes, and he says something very rude to me. And I'm no bitch. So I'm about to be like, hey, you're gonna have to see me outside. But my brain tells my mouth to say, hey man, I'm a hashtag civilian. I want no smoke.
Yeah, not the cash me outside. How about that? I don't, you know, if they send the guy from the kitchen to intimidate you, I wouldn't be doing that. I think it's just time to leave.
And then he says, of course he didn't want
you have to pay, though.
Are you stupid?
First, even if you don't like it.
So me and my friend are leaving the restaurant. I'm thinking to myself, I got bitched. The entire time I'm thinking to myself, I got bitched. What am I going to do? Am I going to get some eggs at the restaurant? No. I have asthma and bad ankles. I'm a target in jail. So I'm like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to write a negative Google review. And guess what? I wrote it, and it was beautifully well constructed, and I triple checked that shit.
Okay.
So a couple hours after posting it, I get a response, and it says, if you're the individual I had a disagreement with, please contact this email address. I'm willing to give you a $100 gift card to a store of your choice. Contact me ASAP.
$100 to take down your review.
So I say, hello, I'm the individual who left a negative review and had an unpleasant experience at your establishment. I was contacting you in reference to the gift card. And you know what he says to me? He says, I knew your broke ass was going to message me. I'm not giving you shit. Keep your shitty reviews to yourself. And then literally at 3:46 a.m. he sends me the Google. How are you mad in the middle of the night? I left a negative Google review for this restaurant.
All right. That was actually funny. Oh my gosh. KO says, I don't believe this. Cultural taste buds. Nugget says, my taste buds are weak. Yeah, we just... my taste buds weren't strong enough for your terrible food from the dirt kitchen. Oh my gosh. I love that one. It's so good. Now, sometimes... it's in dispute. You don't know if it was the owner's fault or not, or if maybe the customer was in the wrong. And I think some of you might have heard of this place.
Fuck Bartleby, racist ass motherfucking restaurant. They just kicked me and my friends out that bitch because we're content creators and we had our flash on. The fucking manager, I don't know who the fuck he thought he was. He came up to the table all of
immediately. We are content creators and we had our flash on. Now, so they're sitting in the restaurant and they have probably a ring light on. I don't agree with that. I don't like that. And if you are going to be a restaurant reviewer, what I would suggest, Moon Ruled Mommy. Okay. I like that. I like that name. Anyways, I would suggest getting a camera that they can shoot in low light situations so you don't have to bring your own lighting when you go places. Because a lot of cameras do require quite a bit of light in order to produce a good shot. But okay, I don't want to prejudge, but I'm already prejudging.
Aggressive. Y'all gonna have to turn y'all flash off. It's disrupting everybody. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. We turned our lights off. Mind you, if you're the manager of an establishment, like, come correct. Come over nicely. He didn't address us properly.
That's
he
true.
literally came on some nasty ass energy to the point where all 4 of us was like, whoa. So then my friend turned her light off a hot second after the rest of us turned our light off. He was like, he came back to the table like, you're still not listening, talking all aggressive. And my friend was like, we literally just turned our lights off. Like, okay. And then I was like,
no, she had everyone has their own light. They have multiple lights. Okay. All right. See, that's, I can see where that would disrupt other patrons in the restaurant.
We're content creators. Like, we're recording. I'm like, I have 100,000 followers. Like, I don't know what he said, but he started talking slick. He was like, y'all can get out. And I was like, all right, fuck you. Fuck this restaurant. Walked out.
Whoa.
Left.
Okay. All right.
I really do feel like they gave us that energy because we were 4 black girls. We were the only black people in that restaurant.
Well, I hope not.
I've never had that energy anywhere else. Trying to eat out and dine in Cleveland. I don't know who the fuck that man was. I don't know if he was the manager, the owner. Nigga had a ponytail, something, whatever. And we were telling him, like, I hope you know you about to get a shitty review now. And again,
we can't weaponize the reviews here, first of all. I don't think that's the right thing to do either. Crooked Orchid says, no one wants a ring light, judge away, Drew. If there's multiple people and multiple ring lights turned on at a table, I can see asking them to turn it off. And also, I can see where you might just ask them to leave instead of arguing the situation. Because having the argument about the lights again is just going to further disrupt the dining room. So, I don't know. That might have been the right move, maybe not. I'm not sure we have all of the necessary information. But if you want to follow her food reviews, that is Moon Ruled Mommy on TikTok. And she reviews restaurants in Cleveland, Ohio, if you're interested in that. This guy, I thought this was a funny, I don't know if it's actually even real, but this guy gave himself bad reviews. He gave his own restaurant bad reviews, and he will give you 20% off if you give him a bad review.
Chinese restaurant owner went viral for writing bad reviews for his own food. The incident began when food blogger Liu Yuxin, who has over 10 million followers on Douyin, discovered...
This is Candy Celine 86 on TikTok.
A Moore's chicken pot restaurant in a remote corner of Foshan. Upon entering, he noticed a striking sign that reads, "Some may need to use the restroom after drinking the soup." During his conversation with the
Okay. There's a sign in the restaurant that says, "Some may need to use the restroom after eating this soup." That's already not a good... I would not order that. KO says, "I don't care who these people are. I'm a creator. You can be responsible and respectful if it's crowded. I go outside." I agree, and I think when you're gonna film in a place like a restaurant where it's like intimate and you want to talk loud enough that the microphones will pick you up well, but you don't want to disturb anyone, maybe say that to the server. They could seat you like in the corner or in an area where you're not going to disturb people. I don't know. That's just me. That is just me. Honestly, I'd probably be mortified to set up a light on myself in a restaurant. I would just never do that. I would never do that. That is confidence on a level that I will never achieve.
owner, the blogger learned that the chicken are free range. The medicinal herb used in the chicken pot are dug up from the mountain behind the restaurant, and both the wine and wellness tea are brewed personally by the owner. The need to use the restroom is a normal reaction for people with excessive internal dampness. After drinking this...
Honestly, I feel bad for the guy. I hope he's doing good.
Cultural and Tourism Bureau persuaded him to come back. To keep people from coming, the owner had his nephew create a new social media account and post videos 3 times a day, warning others to steer clear of this restaurant. Another doesn't joke, only the price of 5,000 yuan per pot could steer clear of this restaurant. Another doesn't joke, only the price of 5,000 yuan per pot could keep people away. Someone said now the owner forces everyone who comes to eat to post a negative review.
Okay, so he puts these signs up that says the food will make you sick. He raised the price, and people are still coming to his restaurant. So
offering a 20%
I love how the government made
exchange.
him reopen.
Chinese restaurant owner went viral for writing bad
You must have really good food if the government is going to step in and be like, no, you need to continue making it's too good. I definitely want to try that. I hope that was real. I thought that was a good one. But this guy agrees with me. He says it's not about the bad thing happening. It's all about how the restaurant responds. Come on.
Because no one stops going to a restaurant because they got cold food, because they got an overcooked steak, because they waited a long time to get sat. They stop going to a restaurant because of the way you respond to it. That's why they stop going. Everyone's forgiving. Everyone understands things happen. But the way we respond to it matters, and that's what pisses people off is when we don't respond well, and we show them, we prove to them that we don't care. I always tell people, if you have a mistake that happens, you have an issue at your restaurant, that's the best and fastest opportunity to build loyalty. Statistically, someone has to go to your restaurant 3 times and have 3 great experiences to be loyal. One time, okay, that was great, maybe it was a fluke, but they go 3 times, this place is a real deal. You can build loyalty instantly by recovering a guest properly, by showing them that you care. But if they have a complaint, we handle it so well with so much care, they can't help but be like, man, that was awesome. Again, reciprocity comes in. How do I give back? Write a good review, tell my friends about it, come back, spend more money. They're gonna do it. But you have to show them that you care.
That's actually
they have to
really
feel like
good
they're friends
advice.
with you afterwards. You have to show your freaking leadership team how to do that, because that's important. You guys can't be there 24/7, correct? We can't be, and we don't want to be. And we shouldn't be. That's why training, leadership, culture, coaching, consistently.
All right. That guy's really into it. That's the 30 rule on TikTok if you want to check out his content. But yeah, that's absolutely right. You gotta get out there and not be afraid to address these bad reviews. But this business owner says getting a bad review is the worst thing that can happen to a small business.
Okay, I was just asked, what is something that small business owners are the only ones that understand? I think the worst thing is getting a bad review. I mean, you take it very personal, and when you do get one, it actually causes you to lose possibly 42% of your income. It pushes
possibly 42% of your income from one bad review? That is a very specific loss of income, and pretty significant. I don't know, but maybe I don't know. I won't fact check it.
Google and Facebook. I would tell anyone, before you leave a small business owner a bad review, try contacting them first. They'll probably make it right.
That's
because
good
that
advice.
Is their heart and soul in that business.
Sure.
So that's my thing, leaving a negative review.
I mean, she's working hard in the warehouse here, so I agree. Give the business a chance to make it right before you leave a bad review. I'm with her on that. KO says, hilarious, I love this guy. I assume you mean the last guy. Yeah. He's really into the restaurant content. This girl, though, she is funny. She reads her own bad reviews on her TikTok page, and this one was pretty good.
What's up? I'm Santana. I'm a bartender. I felt like it would be fun to go through bad reviews.
This is maybe Santana on TikTok.
I don't work at this bar anymore, but this was my first day at
What a
that
cool
bar.
name.
Went to get some food and drinks with my wife and 14-month-old. I went up to the bar to see if they had any high chairs. Would have been fine if they didn't. The bartender smirked when I asked and said, I don't think so. Then went and talked to a manager. Came back and extremely condescendingly explained that this is a bar, so we don't have high chairs. You can sit at a booth if you want. I brought my baby to many breweries and bars that have food. It's pretty normal in Denver, and this place is clearly set up as a restaurant with booths, food menus, etc. Never had I been made to feel bad from a snotty bartender for doing so. Obviously left and got some food somewhere else.
Okay, hold on a second. Before she even responds...
Had I been made...
Whoa. Okay. You brought a 14-month-old baby to a bar and you were mad that they did not have high chairs for you. That's interesting. That's interesting. I would not assume that a bar would have high chairs, but that's just me. I don't know. I don't have kids, so I guess I've never asked a place if they have high chairs or not.
To feel bad from a snotty bartender for doing so, obviously left and got some food somewhere else. This was my first day at this bar. I didn't know if we had fucking high chairs or not. I didn't smirk like a condescending asshole. I smiled like a person working customer service and said, I don't think so, but let me go ask really quick. I walked over to my co-bartender, no manager. I was like, hey, these people are asking for a high chair. Do we have any of those? She laughed so loud and so hard and goes, tell them that this is a bar and we don't have those here. And I was like, okay, maybe I'm not going to be that direct. So I told him, I was like, this style of bar doesn't have high chairs. However, you guys are more than welcome to take a booth and I'll be with you in just a second. I don't know how fucking old that goddamn baby was. I don't know when they start holding up their own heads, but I was like, yeah, if you want to, prop your baby up in the booth, feel free to. I don't know. I'm just letting you know, take a booth. When I was like,
you can't prop a baby in a booth? Prop that baby. You don't have a kickstand? Come on,
yeah, but y'all are more than welcome to take a booth, and I'll be right over with some waters in just a second. This man looked at me like, and just stared, and I was like, anything I can help you with at the moment?
Right.
He was like, and then just walked back to his wife. The bartender that I was relieving was sitting at the bar watching this whole interaction go down, and even she was like, the fuck is his problem? I was like, I don't know, did I do anything wrong? I see him go over and talk to his wife, and then they got up and walked out, and I was like, bye guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day. What's up, I'm Santana, I'm a bartender, I felt like it would be fun.
I don't know. I don't know how you can be mad at the girl in that situation, but sometimes the customer is wrong. I think it's great that she's willing to read her own bad reviews and explain the situation. And I think a lot of these business owners could stand to learn how to take criticism in a professional way. There's this coffee shop owner, and she had a funny opinion.
Thoughts with a coffee shop owner. This might be a hot take. I think bad reviews of a coffee shop based on their coffee flavor is the literal dumbest thing of all time. Coffee flavor profiles are so beyond different at every shop. To go,
I'm gonna disagree. If you don't like the coffee at a place, and it's a coffee place, I think you should be able to not like the taste of a thing. I don't know.
On to a coffee shop's page, after seeing a bunch of good reviews, be like, I don't know what everybody's talking about. Their coffee literally sucks. The flavor's horrible and it tastes burnt. Every person's flavor profile is so beyond different that of course not everybody's gonna like my coffee. I get it for a bad experience or whatever. I just have to remind myself that if I let it affect me, I'm gonna want to change something when thousands of people do enjoy my coffee. Hey, I will own up.
Exactly. And it's totally fine if someone doesn't like your thing, because it doesn't mean that other people won't. I don't know. I think you need to have a little thicker skin. People aren't attacking you personally by saying that they don't like the taste of something. And it's certainly no reason to track them down or threaten them, as several of these business owners have learned. Keo says, I can't live in the past like that. Me either. I don't know. I can't imagine that first lady tracking that guy down for months. She found a girl who met him once through Facebook dating. Who even knew that was a thing? Maybe a new stream topic. I don't know. I'm going to look into Facebook dating. But if you're out there this weekend, be careful. If you're going to leave a review, maybe don't put your name next to it. That's all I'm going to say. Because I feel like anyone should be able to leave any review that they want. And, yeah. So, hope y'all have a, Black Magic says, HK and I are going to make dinner and spend some time together. Have a great weekend, everyone. Talk to you Monday. Thanks, Drew. Hey, thank you, sir. Hope you and Hummingbird have a great weekend. And I hope you have a great weekend as well. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I will catch y'all on Monday for the extras. Peace.